All right, number 2, r equals 3 cosine theta. Now, I can easily substitute into this r a squared x squared plus y squared. The trouble is I can't substitute in for cosine theta. I can substitute in for r cosine theta. R cosine theta is x, but I can't make a substitution for simply just the cosine of theta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both sides of this equation times the cosine of theta. When I do, over here I get r cosine theta equals, and here I get 3. Well, r cosine theta is x, so x equals 3 is our equation in Cartesian form. And that is just a line, x equals 3. Remember, x equals equations are vertical lines. Example 3, r equals 9 over 5 minus 4 cosine theta. Again, we've got the easy substitution for r, the not so easy substitution for cosine theta. So I'm going to do the same thing I did in problem 2. I'm going to take both sides times this denominator. So r times the quantity 5 minus 4 cosine theta is 9. I multiplied both sides by this. Now, distributing through, I get 5r minus 4r cosine theta is 9. R times 5 is 5r. R times a negative 4 cosine theta is minus 4 cosine theta. In place of this r, we'll put what it equals, which is square root of x squared plus y squared. So I get 5 times the square root of x squared plus y squared. In place of this r cosine theta, I'm going to put an x. So minus 4x equals 9. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is bring this 4x over and get 5 times the square root of x squared plus y squared equals 4x plus 9. Because what we do next is to get rid of this square, I'm going to square both sides. Square both sides. Now, when I square this side, I got to square the 5, and that gives me 25. I'm going to square the square root, and that just gives me what's under it. Over here, I got to FOIL this, so first times first is 16x squared. Outside times outside, plus 36x. Inside times inside is plus another 36x. And last times last is plus 81. Distributing the 25 through, I get 25x squared plus 25y squared equals 16x squared plus, combine these for 72x plus 81. Now, we got to bring everything to one side, so I'm going to bring this over. That leaves me with 9x squared. I want to drop that, plus 25y squared. I'm going to bring this over, minus 72x. I'm going to bring this over, minus 81 equals 0. All right, now, what is it? Number in front of x squared is positive. The number in front of y squared also is positive. Same sign, but different values. 9 and 25 is not the same. That makes this an ellipse.